Hello everyone! Some time ago I did a video about trooper weapon tier list, and you asked me to make a similar video about SMG for assaulter. So here we go. In the case of SMG, the topic is more complex than with bolt action rifles, due to recoil mechanic and math formulas that I used. So I decided to focus only on Eastern Front. Western Front will appear in next video. The first value that we are going to discuss is body damage. To be honest, all rifles perform similarly. Each rifle will knock down your opponent by headshot, and in most cases you will have to deal around 3 to 4 shots in body to knock down the enemy. Although TOSB ranks best in this category, it is a shotgun, and in a moment you will see that it breaks down all math formulas that I created. So to be honest, TOSB is only good at very short distances. In the second table we see damage per shot. It is just rate of fire divided by 60 seconds, multiplier times the damage per shot. The first difference begins to appear. We see that MP41 and MP35 fare better. On the Soviet side, PPD-40 and PPD-34 are the best. But in the case of SMG, damage per shot is not everything. We have also included recoil, because a high rate of fire will not help us if we do not shoot accurately. I had a lot of problems to evaluate it, because the case is strange. Look, in-game stats inform us about horizontal and vertical recoil, but I noticed that there are currently two types of recoil, sinusoidal and oblique. I thought that recoil type depends on magazine location. If it's located on the side, we have oblique recoil, and if we place it at the bottom, we have a sinusoidal recoil. But MP35 and MP28 both have side magazines, and only MP35 have oblique recoil. I didn't know how to calculate it. Integrate a sine wave with horizontal recoil treated as amplitude and horizontal as per rate? In this case, the calculation will not be adequate to oblique recoil. Or maybe treated this as a rectified sine wave with a horizontal recoil divided by half, or maybe approximate it to triangular wave. But on the other hand, it is much easier to control oblique recoil than sine wave, which periodically change the direction of the recoil. I decided to not mess up, and I calculated the module of horizontal and vertical values. Next, I included rate of fire divided by 60, and that's all. We can see that in theory, MP41 and PPK41 have the easiest recoil to control, and they will work best on short and medium distances. But on the other hand, it is much easier to control weapons that have huge vertical and low horizontal recoil by simply pull the mouse down. There are many simplifications here, so I'm not sure about those values. In the future I will try to make a dedicated video for recoil, and for now it must be enough for us. In the last table we see values that I used in previous calculations, like rate of fire, etc. Let's focus on rate of fire power, which is rate of fire times round in magazines divided by reload time. By this value we see that PPD 34 and 40 will perform best over short distances. In conclusion, MP41 is the best SMG for German assaulter. MP38 and MP40 are also good, but they are slightly worse than MP41. MP35 does well for people who prefer oblique recoil, and MP28 fares worst of all. On the Soviet side, we have two winners, PPK41 and PPD40. PPK41 is more universal and will perform well on short and medium distances. PPD40 is second to none on short range. PPD34 is marginally worse than PPD40, and TOSB is very good at short range, but I put it so low because it's very situational. In my opinion, it is better to take PPD34 with box magazine, which is also good at short range and will do better than TOSB in medium range. So that's all. If you like my video, subscribe my channel to not miss Western Front analysis for assaulter. Good luck!